Welcome to Galaxy Television Entertainment News. I'm Anire Binitie. I hope you've had an exciting week. Mine has been so hectic. Do I look different? I know I do. I know I'm glowing. This is the handiwork of my makeup artist. This is actually for the art lovers. The Yabo College of Technology has in the last 1 week played host to the posthumous art exhibition of the late Reverend NOSERIME Thomas, titled The Early Zaria Manifest. Reverend John NOSERIME Thomas, 1924 to 2005, was a pioneer graduate of Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, then Nigeria College of Arts, Science and Technology, 1956 to 1962. He was a powerful illustrator, designer, and a printmaker, a painter who was the most conservative of the Zaria group. He was also the founding member of the Society of Nigerian Artists. One of his children, RUKEME NOSERIME, an artistic visual analyst and an art historian, is the director of this project to showcase a posthumous art exhibition in honor of his late father.
I suggested the idea in the family and they accepted it, and I saw it as an opportunity in trying to reposition and realigning some things concerning modern Nigerian art, and also making it an opportunity for art scholars, connoisseurs, students and lecturers in knowing the importance of documentation, because the older the work of an artist, the more the value to it. So the aspect of documentation is actually very important for any living artist, any artist, dead or living. Reverend John NOSERIME Thomas, my father, happens to be one of the pioneer graduates of the Zaria School, the 1956 to 61 set, which we have people like Professor Yusuf Grillo, Ola Oshebikon, Gbabiaka, and a host of others. Professor Irene Wagboji too was in that class. Professor Grillo, Gbabiaka, and a host of others, there were about 4, they were in painting. But we have about 5 or 6 others, including my dad, who specialized in commercial and graphic arts.
The exhibition, which is still on at the Yusuf Grillo Art Gallery, will be closing on the 8th of May 2006. I ran into the helmsman of the Performing Musician Association, PMAN, the Christian monk and the owner of the Guranga band, BOLAJI, ROSIJI, told us how far, so far.
An experience where I've been able to demonstrate a lot of responsibility and leadership, and right now all the state chapters of PMAN are enjoying the benefits of this particular government. So it's been fun.
So how was it, the election and everything? Could you tell us about the experience of the election? I really didn't have an opportunity to come down to Kaduna.
Well, according to reports, it was the most free and fair elections of PMAN ever held. And if you were there during the presidential debate for PMAN, you would have actually perhaps felt the same way too.
So what are we to expect from the new PMAN, of the new president of PMAN?
Yes.
Are you going to follow on the foundation set by Chalaboy?
Yeah, we're going to build on that. We're going to build on that. The work he has done in making PMAN a household name. We want to further consolidate on those efforts. We want to make PMAN relevant not only to music but also to the rescue of our culture and to the development workers also. So PMAN is going to be there helping in areas of social development, AIDS, awareness, gender disparity issues, and a lot of social issues that musicians have addressed all around the world.
I paid a visit to an adult education class, and the instructor told one of the students to spell the word controversy. She stood up and she said, C-H-A-R-L-I-E-B-O-Y. Did I hear you say, student, don't teach me nonsense?
Charlie, I want to ask you this question. You know, the other day I was reading in the papers, and I read a report about Mojisola Danisa and this wahala with the press. Could you tell us what happened?
I don't have any wahala with anybody, so you tell me.
Charlie, tell me, please.
There are a lot of things that, you know, maybe I don't know that you know, so you tell me, because I don't know what it's all about.
I read in the papers where Moji said...
Well, I don't believe everything in the papers.
She said you beat her. Is it true?
Well, I don't look like a boxer. As a female, I'm taking it easy. I'm doing a book. I'm finishing my album and some other projects that I'm handling. So I'm just taking it easy.
It's so sad that there's a question that I ask you. People speculate, people say things.
Well, people say things.
To make it right.
People say things. I like them to keep saying more things, you know. It's really neither here or there what people say, you know. I don't live by what people say. You should know that, you know. It's what I feel about what I'm doing and my tenacity of purpose, where I'm going. That's what counts. There's a lot of misinformation around, so I don't want to be dragged into petty controversies and rumors. That's why, you know, I mean, you tell me what's happening. I don't know what's happening.
That's all we have for you on Galaxy Television Entertainment News tonight. But remember, what you say at the end of the day does not matter, because talk is cheap. It is what you do. Stay tuned as we get back to the rest of the news. Welcome to Galaxy Television Entertainment News. I am Anire Binitie. Do you know that your attitude to life ultimately determines your altitude in life? KEMI SEKONI inscribed those words in our heart as she kept the faith for 3 years until a dream of launching her own CD album became a reality. KEMI is a young lady of many parts. She's a presenter, poet, and an undergraduate at the Department of English Language, University of Lagos. She used to host a program on Galaxy Television titled Let's Have a Say.
This package of the album started like 3 years ago, but I've actually been in music since, let me say, for like 15 years now, or like 10 years now.
You don't look it at all.
Doesn't show in the face, inside.
So what's the title of this album?
It's Promise.
It's Promise.
Yes.
The gospel album.
Yes, it's Promise. God's Promise.
So tell us about it.
It's actually a message to everyone that has been facing one challenge or another in life, to know that no matter what you might have gone through, as long as God has promised you that He's going to answer you, He will definitely do it. If He didn't promise you, another case, but once He has promised you, then He will definitely do it. That's just it.
So how many tracks do we have?
We have 9 tracks, 3 Yoruba tracks and 6 English tracks. But I have 1 instrumentals, just one of the songs. Yeah.
So can you tell us your style of music? We know it's gospel.
Yeah, it's gospel, yeah.
Is it reggae? Is it raga? What type?
Okay, I have reggae, like 2 reggae beats. Then I have high life. The Yoruba song is high life. I have 1 hip hop, raps. Just 1. I just tried it out and it worked. Yeah, there's 1 rap there. And we have chants. Some wonderful Yoruba chants. Yeah, we have it there. But I didn't do everything really. But I did basically everything in the track.
Honorable Justice Mrs. Olujumoke Pedro, wife of the Deputy Governor of Lagos, was a special guest of honor as well as a chief launcher of the occasion.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is and the CD to the glory of God.
Have you noticed in the past few years that most Nigerian budding musical acts have they answered your natural names? You hear names like Two-Face, Blackface, Inferno, Fire, etc. When I met this gentleman, he told me that his name, that is his stage name, is symbolic to his mission, which is bringing the wish of his fans to reality. He also told us what the fuss about ego was all about.
If you help me see a go, make you tell them I don't go. She not look me and so the back melody to go.
Where are you from? Where's DJINEE from?
I'm from Edo State,
okay.
Benin City,
You're
B-side representative. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Benin City.
So where did you get that name from? DJINEE?
DJINEE. Well, DJINEE is from Genie. That is Genie, G-E-N-I-E. That is Genie who makes people's wishes come true.
Okay.
The Genie who, you just grant me 3 wishes, Genie. And
Genie.
yeah, so I get to make your wish come true musically. That's basically.
So that's how you came up with a concept.
Yeah, Genie. Yeah.
Can I ask you this question?
No problems.
There's this evolution.
Yes.
I don't know why. The musicians we have now in Nigeria, they hardly bear their natural names.
Okay.
Inferno.
Yeah.
Fire.
Two-Face.
Thunder. Two-Face. DJINEE. Why? Why do you think that?
Well, sometimes that's why it's called show business. It's part of the entertainment thing. You understand? Say, for example, now you want to do, why is Galaxy? Why didn't you just name it, I don't know who your boss is, give him his name. Okay. You just think of something that, kind of encompasses everything you stand for. Then you just give it a name. Like if I tell you Nosa, as my real name, Nosa Osayame, it will be hard for, might be hard for anybody to pick. You know something. But if I give it, DJINEE, it's simple. A lot of people just can, pick it up, can, how will I put it, identify with it, and it encompasses everything I'm trying to put together. I'm trying to make people's wishes come true. Whatever your wish is, I'll try and make it come true musically when you hear my song. That's basically it. Yeah.
Ego.
Yeah. Why that track?
Tell us about it.
Oh well, ego basically, contrary to what people think, is a figment of my imagination. All right, it's just me trying to tell a story. Now, I've had some of them. How will I put it? Some of the stories in the song. Identify with myself. I can identify with some of the stories. Then I can pick people. I kind of look into people's lives and find out. Okay, some people have had gists and everything. I've had times, bad times and everything, and I try and put that in the song. So that's basically the idea behind ego. So ego is just a story, a love story. It's not your typical love story, happy ending or sad ending. It just ends. You understand what I'm saying? You love somebody, person doesn't love you, but you just walk away.
You cannot say the genie without the one who robs the lamp, and that is ALADIN. When I met him, he told us about his genre of music and how the persona ALADIN was created.
The advent of my sound actually dates back to when I was so young and I was in the streets of the North. I was born in Zaria. I grew up listening to Norman Shatta, Dan Mariah, and somehow it stayed inside my memory. And years later, when I decided to go into African music, it was the greatest thing that came to my heart. And I decided to sit down, develop it, and represent the North. But the North I'm talking about is another part of my heart. And another part of my heart is Africa. It's African North in general.
So how did you come about the name ALADIN?
ALADIN is a very, very funny thing. Because about some years ago, I was managing a video club. And then that time, Walt Disney decided to bring out ALADIN. And one father and his son just come into the video club. And the people were saying, Uncle, give me ALADIN. Uncle ALADIN. Uncle ALADIN. And I was like, yeah, that's the name I'm looking for. I had Mustafa with a big F. I had I did. And I settled there for ALADIN.
That's all we have for you on Galaxy Television Entertainment News. Remember, humility is the wings that will take you to inner heights that you desire. The rest of the news continues in a moment.